ourselves a steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Krosky-Merritt to start the drive. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Their own 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Washington defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. If they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Red, not 60 by 6. Cup 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. The Eagles had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
60 Maverick. Let's go now. Warriors 70. Let's go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
60 Bobcats, Viking 18. Go street. Steady.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Here's second and 10.
70, Timberwolves.
Now they'll run on the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Precious on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
70. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. 79 Broncos.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Panther 60. Panther 60. Cub 19. Cub 19. 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18. Let go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mustang Cougar 19.
On play action, they'll throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Tiger, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Point after it, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still... Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
18 Cardinal, 18. Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Cardinal. 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
Back to throw here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Bronco, 19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Cougar 19, Panther 11, Panther 11, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Nineteen tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On the ready.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. So So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it first and 10. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So from the 37, here's second down and 8.
Let's go now. Just ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for the running back to run.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Has a nice job there defensively being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
70. Cougar 19. Mustang 19. Dragon 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Let go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
70 Lions.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
With the dime whipped on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
19-18. Hurt. Warrior 70. 19 tight. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Here we go on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And they'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Play action, now it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. How about this? And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
On the set. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available. And they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. 8 Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he returns this to the 22. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some room to run now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Past the 60, past the 60.
They'll run once more with JCM. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And it'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here we go. Start. 70 Timberwolves. Drop 60. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 27.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Let go.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Okay, ready? Panther 11. Let's go now. 70 Lions. Go.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and do that. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18.
And they'll run it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3.
Go. Ready.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Daniels looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Cowboy 80.
2nd and 9 now. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down.
Ready. Franco, Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Come on, come on.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ready.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Washington.
Ready.
Slot man moves right. Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. Room past the 35. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They go play action. Daniels. He finds his man complete. That's Lane. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagle 16. A good pickup there, 22.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
Commanders 21, Eagles 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
On the jump.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Here we go.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monsters we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go.
2nd and 4. That's a short one, complete to the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
19 tight. Come on. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Come on.
2nd and 6. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Street. 19, Tiger, 19.
They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And that hits the right upright, but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And that'll make this an 8-point game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. 60.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Cowboy, Mustang right. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt.
And some space here.
Now he's loose again. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
A big play there. 84 yards. And the Commanders are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
18 Cardinal.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
On 1st down, Humphries looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the set.
At their 48-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense,